What's good? This is JVB talking wrestling with you guys. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble 2024. I'm going to give my predictions. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the wrestling fans who have subscribed to the channel already. You guys are the reason I'm going to start doing wrestling videos as well. So again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all y'all support. But WWE is on one right now. They just secured the biggest fucking bag that they can get from Netflix. Starting next year, 2025, Netflix is going to be the home of Monday Night Raw. And if you guys live international, it'll be the home to many other WWE content. Here in the States, we still gonna have a Peacock with the PLEs. But that's a big deal for WWE, and that opens up even more avenues for the company. And it's funny that I'm doing this Royal Rumble prediction video because there are some free agents out there, some people that could possibly show up. WWE got new money, baby. So we don't know what's gonna happen at the Royal Rumble. That's why, the Royal Rumble is a lot of people's favorite pay-per-view. I guess PLE. But let's get into it. The US title match, Logan Paul against Kevin Owens. I'm not a fan really of Logan Paul, but I appreciate the work he's done as a sports entertainer. He really cares about doing well and not just receiving the paycheck. So I do appreciate that. And I think it's going to be a fun match. Kevin Owens, longtime veteran, Grand Slam champion. He's done a lot in the business. So obviously, I feel like Logan Paul is going to retain. This is his first title defense. I don't think it makes sense for him to be losing to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a really good guy to go up against, a good veteran, a guy that's going to be able to put Logan Paul over. Logan's going to probably use some shenanigans. I feel like that's probably obvious. But at the end of the day, I got Logan Paul retaining his United States Championship against Kevin Owens. Now let's get to the four-way for the WWE Universal Championship between Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. So originally, when Randy Orton came back, I thought this would have been the perfect match. Randy Orton against Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. The WWE decided to add AJ Styles, add LA Knight to the mix. And it's cool, it gives Roman a way to actually kind of win cleanly. It still probably won't be clean because it's Roman Reigns, LOL. But I feel like this is a way that Roman Reigns can get the pinfall on the AJ Styles or LA Knight. Maybe Randy Orton hits the RKO on either one of those guys. Roman does to, throw him out the ring and jump on him, pin the guy. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's Roman again, LOL. So you're probably going to have a lot of bullshit, a lot of convolution in the match with Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso coming out. Maybe if some off-the-wall shit happened, if The Rock came out and interfered and that led to, something down the line, maybe. But I don't think that shit going to happen. I think Roman Reigns is going to retain and he's going to remain the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. Now let's get into the meat and fucking potatoes to me of the show. First, let's get into the Women's Royal Rumble and let's talk about what could possibly happen. Now, obviously, there's women outside of the company that could be making their return or making a one-off appearance. Women like Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. You got Trinity, aka Naomi, may come back to the company. CM Punk is back in the company, so maybe we see AJ Lee. There's also the other long-standing veterans, Trish Stratus, Lita, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool. You got Nick Aldis in the WWE now as the SmackDown general manager, so maybe we see his real-life wife and Mickie James. You're going to probably get some NXT women sprinkled in there as well. I feel like I will be most excited, and it's crazy because I am a Sasha Banks fan, but I would be even more excited if AJ Lee returned to the company, man. When she was in the company, she was one of the more popular women in the company. Like, real talk, you can really say that AJ Lee was one of the real women who spearheaded the new era for women's wrestling. I know I mentioned Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. I don't think she's coming back. I don't think WWE at this moment really feels like they need her back. Whereas Tony Khan and AEW, they really need a big injection in that women's division over there. So for Tony Khan, I feel like that's a bigger priority to him than it is for Triple H, Paul Levesque to be bringing back Sasha Banks. That's just my opinion. I do believe that Naomi, whose contract with TNA recently expired, I do feel like Naomi's going to come back. I mentioned AJ Lee. I would hope to see her come back. We also have women from the main roster like Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez who haven't been seen on television for a while. And then you cannot forget about Jade Cargill. I think if she debuted at the Royal Rumble, I think she's going to do damage. I think she's going to eliminate a lot of women and they're going to put her over strong. Obviously, she's green. She still has work to be done. But it's a battle royal. It's a Royal Rumble. So it's not like she's putting on a whole 10-minute match. It's the Royal Rumble where you got people sitting in the corners, sitting on the fucking floor, sitting on the mat, doing all kinds of bullshit, killing time. So this could be a great way to put over Jade, even if she loses, but also protect her at the same time. But with all that said, let me get into the prediction of the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. Obviously, the favorites are Bayley, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax. They had a segment on Raw. Okay, so gut instinct, I think the winner is Bayley. Obviously, you got the Becky Lynch situation with Rhea Ripley. But I feel like with Becky, you can do that in a different way. You can get to her and Rhea in a different way. I would really like to see the story unveil between Bayley and Io Sky and Damage Control. And also between Bayley and Becky to win the Royal Rumble, I feel like Bayley needs it more. Bayley needs to feel important again. I feel like of all the four horsewomen, obviously Sasha's not with the company right now, but I feel like with the other horsewomen in the company, people still care about Becky. People still care about Charlotte. They make her up as a big deal still. They don't do that with Bayley. So I feel like something like this, winning the Royal Rumble, doing something that Charlotte and Becky have done. Let Bayley do it. She's been in the company for a very long time. She's done a lot for this women's division. Give her that. Give her something significant going into WrestleMania season. All right, so now let's get to the main event. I believe it should be the main event. I'm not sure. I'm just saying some shit. But I feel like with the intrigue of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, especially after Monday Night Raw, I feel like this should be positioned as the main event of the Royal Rumble because we don't know what's going to happen. On one hand, you got CM Punk back. He had the house shows with Dominic, I know. But this is his return match in the WWE. Some of y'all aren't CM Punk fans and I get it, but it's a big fucking deal. Cody won the Rumble last year. Can he do it again and try to finish his story yet again against Roman Reigns? But those are the two big guys, but at the end of the day, we don't know what the fuck WWE is gonna do. Especially with the injury to Seth Rollins, we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. We don't know if The Rock is gonna come back at number 30 and eliminate everybody and get his match against Roman Reigns. I wouldn't want to see that happen. I feel like that would Bigfoot somebody like Cody, who's been in the forefront, been the company guy, fucking on the cover of the new video game, a guy that's been reliable for you week in and week out. To me, that shit won't make sense, but it is a possibility. Again, I don't know if the WWE, they got that new money, so they can give people big money. But let's say a guy like MJF, even though I don't think MJF, but Okada is definitely, there's a chance that Okada could debut at the Royal Rumble, at least I think he could. Also, guys like Drew, a guy like Gunther, two big imposing guys who really want to go after the title. Let's say the final four is the other guys I mentioned, Cody, Punk, Gunther, and Drew. This is very difficult, bro. Like, real talk. And obviously, if you guys watch that Survivor Series reaction, you know who I want to win the match. I want Punk to win the match, but I also like Cody. I also like Gunther. So this is very difficult. Fuck it. I'm just going to say, I think Cody Rhodes, he does it again. He will be the first back-to-back winner of the Royal Rumble since Stone Cold Steve Austin did it back in 97 and 98. Even though in 97, his ass cheated. It should have been Bret. But anyway, those are my Royal Rumble predictions. Again, I got Logan Paul retaining the US title against Kevin Owens. I got Roman Reigns by hook or by crook retaining the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship against LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. For the Women's Royal Rumble, I got Bayley winning it. And for the Men's Royal Rumble, I got Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble for the second straight year. But guys and gals, give me your predictions down below. Who do you want to win? Who you think is going to win? Give me all that down below. And again, thank you guys for staying this long and watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Like the video, share the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, y'all take it easy. God bless. Peace.